Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt that you don't belong there? Just because no one else looked like you? You felt like you were the only one with the skin tone, with your background, with your story, and you feel like no one else is like you. And suddenly, your confidence dropped because your brain is keep telling you all the stories that you shouldn't listen to. Well, guess what? I have been there, and I am here today to share with you my story that you're not alone. Everybody have their own journey, and sometimes you need to just hear it from someone else, and that will push you forward to do it. My name is Fatia. I help people shift their mindset about money, success, and self-belief. Today I want to share with you my journey and how putting yourself in places that you feel like you don't belong to can change your life. Let's talk about the uncomfortable part first. When you walked into a room that you see people that don't look like you, that don't speak the same languages as you, that don't share the same stories like you, your brain start telling you stories. You start saying, what if something goes wrong? What if this person judge me? What if you're not even qualified to be in that room? What if you look stupid? That's just your brain telling you things to stop you from doing uncomfortable things. And the one big question that runs in your brain is, what if they think less about me? You see, all those questions you're asking yourself when you are in a situation like that, that's just your fear. And your fear, so many people stop chasing their dream, stop writing down their goals just because they fear of putting themselves in a situations like that. So what happened to so many people? They stay in the same circle, they talk about the same things that they've been talking about for years, and they wonder, why am I not growing? Why are you not growing? Because you never left your circle. You never look for opportunities outside of where you're born, where your friends and family are. You never even have the opportunity to ask someone a question. You know, growth never happens in comfort. Exposure never happens in sameness. You cannot do the same exact thing day in and day out and expect something else to change. Elevations never happen in rooms that you have mastered. You hear that? So the next time when you feel uncomfortable, just remember the reason why you're feeling uncomfortable is because you're expanding and you're leveling up. You're not going to be the same person the second that you put yourself in a situation where you were uncomfortable but you managed to stay. I remember the first time I put myself in a situation like that, where I sit in a table where people are talking about money, mindset, investment, strategies about business, about how you invest your money, how to transfer your wealth to the second generation, how to estate plan, language that I have never heard before. I felt that people that look like me have no information. People that look like me don't have resources. They have nobody to teach them the knowledge that was running around that table. So from that day on, I have decided that I am going to be the person who learn, who educate my people. At first, I felt like I was outplaced, I was outsmart, but then I remember that this isn't the beginning. And I can learn all this information from those people. And I appreciate being in that room, being with people that was so welcoming. And remember, that was the moment that I changed how I think and how I look at everything in life. Just imagine with me sitting in that room. It was at the right time in my life, you know. Just because I was sitting there, that room exposed me to opportunities. That room exposed me to ideas that I never heard before. It pushed my mindset and it scratched my identity. You know what this made me realize? That me staying around same people, speak my language, look like me, people that live in the same situation I am living in, that does not come with growth. And it made me realize that I will never grow if I stay in the same circle doing the same thing day in and day out. Being in that room was not a disadvantage. It was a gift. And I'm so grateful for that. Being in rooms like that force you to observe, learn, and rise. Because the knowledge you're learning, what you're seeing, you will not be the same person, or you will not be satisfied with whatever you have right now. You can be grateful for what you have, but always aim to have more. Why I'm sharing this with you right now? Because I feel like if I've been in a situations where I was uncomfortable, where I feel like I didn't belong to those places, but in the same time I see there was an opportunity, there was knowledge to earn, there was money in that room. There was not just I was not belong to that room. It's just I learned a new language, and if I did, you can too. So next time when you walk in a room that no one else look like you, remember you are writing your own future, and there's a new chapter in your life starting. And when you work on yourself to become a better person, you don't just help yourself, but you help your kids, your family, your community. Everybody will look up to you, and you will prove anything is possible in this life. One day someone else will walk in that room, but you are there, and they will feel comfortable that you are there, and they will be more comfortable that you were brave to stay in that room. So next time when you feel nervous, when you feel like you're uncomfortable, just remind yourself that you are not there by accident. You are there because you belong there, and you are there at the right time. So if you are ready to elevate your mindset, money, life, join the community where I'm sharing my story, and you can share your story, and we all can be successful together. So subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.